Not the best, not on it today. 200s were a little bit underwhelming.
So welcome back to another summer speed training series episode, and this is week 8. So it's hard to believe there's just 2 weeks left to go until the Saucony London 10K. If you ever want time to fly, embark on a training block. The weeks just passed, you tick them off so fast, it's absolutely crazy. And I'm really excited for what's beyond that as well. Marathon training is hard to even comprehend right now. I'm just enjoying training so much. This could be one of the most enjoyable training blocks I've had in a very long time. So without further ado, we're going to be jumping into the workout because it is race week, and I'll explain that in a second. It is kind of race week, kind of not, but the next video you'll see on the channel will indeed be the Frampton 10K. So without further ado, we'll dive into the workout and we'll come back after.
So welcome back to another summer speed training episode. This is week 8, and after this week there's 2 to go. And although technically it's not, in my mind it is race week this week because we have the Frampton 10K on Monday. Funny old day to have a race, but yeah, I'm tapering down a little bit this week and practicing what I want to do for the Saucony London 10K, which means that when you see this, the race will be in 1 day's time. So I have a smaller session to do today. I'll talk you through it. I'm just getting the warm-up done. I'll see you at the end. There we go, 15 minutes done. Let's go through the week, shall we, if I can sort my camera out. So, Monday, easy run, 60 minutes, nice and chilled, nice and relaxed, very happy with that one. Tuesday, I couldn't double threshold, such a busy day. And for any of you parents out there that understand, this last term, the last few weeks of this term, we have a lad going up into school, so we have a ton of bump up days, we have a ton of meetings after school, I have a daughter doing mock GCSEs, and she's staying on after school for award evenings and stuff, and every day just seems absolutely crazy. And Tuesday was one of those days where there was so much stuff going on after school that it was just going to be, and she had to miss her extracurricular activity that she does on Tuesday evening, that I just thought there's just no point trying to cram it in. So it's time to sharpen up. Let's sharpen up. So we did a workout instead, 2x5, 2x4, 2x3, 2x2. I did it this time last year and then build up to Magor 10K, and I ran much better this year, felt very, very good, and very, very happy with that. Wednesday I did an easy run, so rather than resting on Wednesday I did an easy run, and then that leads us on to today, which is Thursday. I'm taking Friday as a rest day this week because it's my wife's birthday. I don't want to run on her birthday, she doesn't need that, so I am doing today's session as a small cut down session, tuning up for the 10K. I want faster than race pace. I don't feel particularly great today, so let me go through the workout. It is exactly what we did before the Cardiff Bay 10K, 8-minute tempo, around the 540s to 550s per mile, so nice and relaxed. Similar to what I'm doing on my LT1s when I'm doing double threshold, but a tiny bit quicker. And then we're going to do a mile breakdown. So we'll do a mile hard, 2 minutes easy jog, 800 hard, 2 minutes easy jog, 400 hard, 90 seconds easy jog, and then 2x200. So we're doing a mile breakdown, do the mile, and then we're going to do another mile broken up. So it's 2 miles worth of work. It's what I did before Cardiff Bay 10K. It worked well. Cardiff Bay 10K didn't go well, but the workout went well. It was enough to make me feel sharp, but it wasn't too much to make me feel fatigued. And the reason I don't quite feel 100%, my poor lad, he's got tonsillitis at the moment, and he's given a little bit of it to me, I think. So I don't think I've got tonsillitis because I don't have tonsils anymore. They were removed when I was younger, but I have the sore throat. He's been suffering a bit last week, and then sort of on Monday this week he really woke up with massive tonsils. He was really struggling to talk, bless him, and white spots all over them. He's gone to the doctors and he is on antibiotics and he's feeling a lot better now. I also suffered the same fate. I basically followed the same path as him. My HRV plummeted from 71 down to 61, and the 61 was basically on Monday. It's now back up to 68, but I now have the throat and a bit of a tight windpipe. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with that. I don't feel ill in myself. I haven't felt ill all week, but it's just that throat is just a little bit tight. So fingers crossed that'll go by Monday. It seems to be a fast mover for my son, so hopefully it will be for me as well. So I'm down the other end of the industrial estate this morning. Last bit before we get into this, I'm going to start this end, which is the other end to what you normally see, and I run up that end so that I can start my mile, that top end, and come back down this way for the mile, and then the 800 that way, 400 that way, and 2x200 back up that way. That's the plan, and I want to mirror that as to what I did last time. Basically, I want to follow the same route as I did then. So yeah, just aiming for faster than race pace, faster than 10k race pace I should say. So hopefully the mile will be faster than 5:15, and then everything else, if I can just cut it down, that'd be great. But we're in the Kinvaras, we'll see how we go. Excited for this one. Oh, and of course, one last thing, a massive thanks to SOAR Running for sponsoring this week's video. They sponsored the training series and they'll continue to sponsor the last couple of videos, of course, Frampton and the Saucony London 10K. Really appreciate their support. Wearing their tech tee today, wearing some of their speed shorts which I got recently, and wearing some of their racing socks. Absolutely love their kit, and I'm so grateful. They just said to me at the beginning of summer, we want to support you in your summer goals this year. What are you training for? What are you doing? I told them and they were like, yeah, we are all in on this. We'd love to give you our backing, and I can't thank SOAR enough for that. I really appreciate it. So SOAR, thank you guys for supporting this week's video. Here we go, run 8 minutes. Let's do this. Tempo first. There we go, 8-minute tempo done, 5:59 per mile. Not the best. Yeah, definitely not on it today. Here we go, 1 mile, hard. There we go, 5:11, quick walk, let me jog a bit more. $800. $229, 30-second walk, now jog. 400. Huh. 70, really good. The tempo gave me a false sense of failure, to be honest. But these reps are quick. $36. One more. Last one. There we go. 34 for that last 200. So 200s were a little bit underwhelming, but the bulk of that session was really good. So there we go. With that tempo being as it was, I really did feel like it wasn't going to be a good day today. And as I said, I don't feel particularly great, but I'm pretty sure by the 200s, all of those paces were quicker than what we did last time in week 2, which is great. I love doing these little markers in the sand and seeing progress from one end of the block to the other. We'll go back to the office and check, but yeah, overall, gotta be honest, going back to the office now with a bit of a spring in my step.
So I managed to scrape the pieces back together after that tempo and have a really good workout. I want to show you the comparison to what I did in week 2 to them. I've got to be honest with you. When I did that tempo, when I got up this morning, throat was a bit tight, as I said. You might be able to hear it in my voice. I don't feel bad at all. I feel quite good now. The workout's done. But yeah, I got up and I was a good word to use would be feeling a bit discombobulated, a bit confused, a little bit like, oh man, my throat hurts, a bit daisy. Got out there, ketone IQ shot, got the the tempo done, felt sluggish, but got into it straight away, and then once we hit that hard mile, everything just clicked. It was like I just needed something to really get me going. The tempo wasn't enough, but then that's what those tempos are for at the beginning of those workouts, just to warm you up. And if you're feeling sluggish, it kind of shakes out the junk of your body and just gets you ready to go. So that fast mile was great, the 800 was great, the 400 was great, 200 was great. Let me compare to last time. So the tempo was slower by 12 seconds a mile, but the mile rep was 2 seconds quicker, the 800 was 3 seconds quicker, the 400 was 2 seconds quicker, the 200s were a little bit slower, but overall the workout was better. If I look at the stats, heart rate for the whole average run was 154 this time, it was 157 back in week 2. Strava gave me a 3-point lower effort score or stress score or whatever it is. And so overall it was a better run, and I felt quite controlled after the tempo and after I got that first mile done. I felt really quite controlled. It was hard to push those fast reps, and that's the goal of it, is to push harder than race pace. That's what these Friday workouts, and Thursday in this case, have always been about, working harder than race pace. But it felt good, I've got to be honest with you. So yeah, all signs are trending in the right direction. And as I mentioned, the next video on the channel will be the Frampton 10K. It's on the Monday evening, so I am going to delay the release of the video. I'll try and get home and start editing that Monday night, and then I usually finish the race vlog off on Tuesday morning, and I'll try and get it out there Tuesday lunchtime, Tuesday afternoon for you guys to see. I want to showcase it as soon as possible. So you'll see how we get on there and what sort of shape we're in leading into the Saucony London 10K. The Frampton 10K is relatively flat and fast, so it's fast, it attracts some good runners. There is a cheeky hill in mile 2, and it's a big one. So yeah, it does take the sting out of pace a little bit. I'm not expecting for a PB there. I am hoping to go for a course PB for myself. 33:35 is the time to beat from last year. So that's what I'll be shooting for this year, something better than that. And just a few thank yous as we approach the end of this training series. To you guys for watching, I really appreciate your support. To SOAR Running for supporting this training series. To X Miles, who I think when you see this, it will be the last day of their sale, but they do have a sale on at the moment, a summer sale. So if you are going into marathon training, you need to stock up on gels, protein powders, electrolytes, whatever it might be. They're offering you store credit when you spend certain amounts of money, the usual stuff. So links in the description below, you can get a 10% discount with FOD10. The team at Pure Sport, really appreciate their support. There's a link in the description below for them as well. Freeze Roll and Muscle Balm is my go-to. Currently testing the magnesium and the electrolytes. So far, electrolytes are getting a big thumbs up, so do go and check those out. I'll give more feedback on that at some point. Ketone IQ, still taking a shot before every single run. Try not to ram it down your throats too much. Obviously, I'm showcasing it in most of the vlogs. I didn't today because I don't want to be one of those people that's just permanently showcasing one thing. But yeah, I've got to be honest with you guys, still using it. Had one this morning, having it every single day, whether I'm running or not. I just find it really beneficial. 30% off in the description below. Noble Pro, your treadmill specialist. They've got 3 treadmills to choose from. I have the E8i. There is the new E10i. That's absolutely fantastic. So dare I say it, as we approach autumn and winter, if you're looking for a treadmill, do consider Noble Pro. There is a link in the description and a 4% discount there. And finally, Bodylight Gear, offering you guys 10% off your reflective gear. Again, dare I say it, as we get closer. Now we're over halfway of the year as we start to think about those darker mornings and evenings. Great guys over there, and you can get 10% off using the discount below. And so that's it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Can't wait to share the race vlog. Fingers crossed it will go well. Really keen to just test my fitness. So if the stars align and I can just get a solid run out there, it'd be great to kind of, you draw a line in the sand at the start of a training block, and it'd be great to see where I am now. Fingers crossed it'll be good. Hope to see some of you guys there. And if you're racing this weekend, very best of luck. I hope your training's going well, and appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. That's it from me today. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. I'm gonna have a glass of water before my throat goes. I'll see you on the next one.